1. Dear friends, do you think the red dates you're using every day for making sweet soup, brewing tea, or simmering herbal remedies are the nutritious red dates from Xinjiang? If you, like I once did, also believe that, then today's video might surprise you, because the truth behind those so-called miracle red dates is not so simple. In recent years, red dates have become a very popular food among Vietnamese people, but that very popularity is what makes us most easily deceived. And the most worrying part is, many people are unknowingly consuming a kind of red date that no one would ever suspect. A kind of date that, if you knew its true origin, you probably wouldn't dare put in your mouth ever again. So, what's the truth behind the red dates you're using? How do you distinguish real from fake in a market full of traps? And how do you protect yourself and your family from things that look nutritious, but secretly pose health risks? All of that will be in today's video. Please watch until the end of this video to understand the real nature of the issue and to learn how to make the wisest choice for your own health and that of your loved ones. If you find today's content helpful, please leave a comment with the number 1 below. And if you think it still needs improvement, don't hesitate to leave feedback with the number 0 so I can improve future videos. Thank you sincerely for visiting the channel Chan Lee Sung, where I always aim to share things that are truly worth reflecting on and preserving in this life. Remember to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss other valuable information I'll be sharing soon. Now, let's begin. Dear friends, before diving deep into the issue, let me first share more clearly so you understand the true benefits of red dates, a small fruit, but with great value for health. Dear friends, if we simply say red dates are just a dried fruit, that would be too simplistic. Because in both traditional and modern medicine, red dates are considered the ginseng of the poor, not only because of their affordable price, but because of the immense health benefits they offer. Red dates, also known as Jujube, are rich in vitamin C, fiber, and many antioxidants, like polyphenols. Just a few small dates a day already add precious micronutrients to our body, helping boost natural immunity. Not only that, red dates appear in many traditional remedies for enriching the blood, calming the mind, and aiding sleep. Very effective for people who often suffer from insomnia, physical weakness, or hormonal imbalances. Especially for postpartum women, red dates are often cooked with ginger, lotus seeds, or longan as a restorative gift that nourishes blood and energy, brings back rosy skin, and helps lift the mood. One often overlooked fact is, although small, red dates are a great natural source of iron, helping improve anemia, dizziness, and fatigue, especially in older adults, menstruating women, or long-term vegetarians. You can use red dates in many ways: brewed into tea for cooling and better sleep, stewed with chicken or ribs to restore energy when tired, cooked into porridge or sweet soup for beauty and nourishment for the whole family. Each usage and combination brings different benefits, and that's why red dates are always present in the kitchens of those who care about true health from within. It's no exaggeration to say, if the red dates are real, clean, and from a proper source, then they truly are a gift from nature, nourishing both body and soul. But, precisely because red dates are so beneficial, they've now become targets for brazen deception and profiteering. And more frightening than anything is that many of us are quietly consuming a different kind of date, one that looks the same, but hides a sophisticated lie within. Let me share with you 2 true stories. Both involve using red dates every night, but with completely opposite results. Mai is a close friend of mine, 47 years old, an office worker who often suffers from stress and insomnia. Around 6 months ago, she started brewing red date tea with goji berries and dried longan every evening. She bought the red dates from a trusted source who gets clean products from an organic farm. She's very meticulous, always checking the origin clearly. Just after more than 2 weeks, she said, "I'm sleeping deeper, waking up refreshed, and my skin looks noticeably rosier. No need for sleeping pills anymore." She still maintains that tea habit every day, and gradually her blood pressure and digestion have also improved. In contrast, Ms. Han, my neighbor, also regularly consumed red dates each night. But hers were bought online at a cheap price, beautiful packaging, fragrant scent, labeled premium cold-dried Xinjiang red dates, which looked very reassuring. After nearly 2 months of use, she began to experience bloating, loss of appetite, frequent headaches, red rashes, fatigue, chronic insomnia. When she went to the doctor, the suspicion was chemical accumulation from food, particularly the red dates she had been using. When the dates were tested, they were found to contain preservative residues exceeding the safe limit, even industrial food coloring. Ms. Han tearfully told me, "I thought I was drinking something good for my health. Who knew I was drinking poison every day?" See, friends, both were red dates, both with the desire to be healthy, but one got better while the other deteriorated. All because of one word, real and fake. And the scarier part is, many of us are silently consuming unsafe red dates because they are so cleverly disguised, appealing to our desire for cheap products and our trust in pretty packaging. Dear friends, let's continue to the next part, to clearly reveal the truth behind the red dates we believe to be nutritious every day. If you find this content helpful, don't hesitate to leave a comment, share your thoughts, or simply type the number 1 so I'll have more motivation to make more videos like this. Dear friends, after the 2 real stories about Mai and Ms. Han, I believe many of you have started to wonder, are the red dates I'm using the real deal, or just a dressed-up lie? And this concern is entirely valid, because recently a shocking incident stirred public outrage. Authorities discovered a massive warehouse of red dates right in a densely populated residential area, with quantities up to several tons, with no inspection paperwork and no clear origin. But what chilled everyone to the bone wasn't just the number. It was the process of manipulation happening inside that warehouse. Most of the red dates found there were old, damaged, moldy, or had lost their natural color. Instead of discarding them, they were bleached with a strong chemical solution. After bleaching, the outer skin was dyed with industrial coloring, creating a deep, glossy red, even more appealing than the real thing. Next came the fragrance spraying stage. A synthetic fragrance was diluted and evenly sprayed over each batch of dates, producing a signature scent that anyone would associate with premium cold-dried Xinjiang red dates. And just like that, from a pile of nearly spoiled, odorless, low-quality dates, they were transformed into bags of luxury products, beautiful packaging, strong fragrance, eye-catching color, and even labels like 100% organic or Xinjiang specialty. But dear friends, behind that shiny exterior lies a series of hidden health risks. The chemicals used for bleaching often have corrosive effects on the stomach lining if accumulated over time, leading to abdominal pain, digestive disorders, bloating, or intestinal inflammation. Industrial colorings are even more dangerous. With regular consumption, they accumulate in the liver, impairing detox functions, and over time can cause fatty liver or liver dysfunction. Especially concerning are the synthetic fragrances, the very ingredients that health experts warn about the most, because they can disrupt hormones, cause rashes, alter female hormonal balance, affect menstruation, and disturb sleep, especially when consumed at night, as in red date tea. Some provincial hospitals have received cases of patients with full-body rashes and unexplained digestive disorders. After tracing their diets, it was found they all had one thing in common. They drank red date tea every night. And in most cases, the red dates they used were cheap, bought online, with no clear origin and no safety certification. It's heartbreaking that many people choose red dates to take care of themselves, to find restful sleep, to nourish their blood and energy. But because of too much trust in packaging or a desire for low prices, they accidentally introduce toxins into their bodies every single day. What's even scarier is that this kind of red date isn't just found online. It has quietly infiltrated herbal stores, wholesale markets, and even mini-marts, places we usually think of as safe. Let me emphasize once more. Counterfeit red dates today are made with extremely sophisticated methods. If you're not paying close attention or don't have experience, even the sellers can be fooled, let alone ordinary consumers like you and me. So, how can we identify real red dates from those soaked in chemicals? In the next part, I'll share with you very simple signs that anyone can apply to distinguish them right at home, using your eyes, hands, nose, and taste. Dear friends, after hearing the warnings about the process of magically transforming spoiled red dates into premium products, many of you may wonder, how do we tell real red dates from fake ones, especially when they look so similar to the naked eye? In fact, with a bit of attention and by using our basic senses, sight, smell, touch, and taste, we can easily detect abnormalities. First, observe with your eyes. Real red dates usually have a dark reddish-brown color that is not perfectly uniform. If you look closely, you'll see some are slightly wrinkled, some are big, some small, just like naturally dried fruit. Meanwhile, fake or dyed red dates often have an unnaturally bright red color, uniform all over, shiny as if coated in oil, visually appealing but clearly unnatural. After looking, bring it to your nose. Real red dates have a light, gentle scent, somewhat like jam or dried fruit. Fake dates usually have a strong, overpowering smell. When sniffed closely, the scent may feel sharp, even artificial. That scent tends to linger a long time because it's made from synthetic chemicals. Next, feel it with your hands. Real dates are typically dry, firm to the touch, slightly tough, with a moderately wrinkled surface, and not sticky. Fake or sugar-soaked dates often have an unusually soft and sticky surface, almost like they've just been soaked or glazed. A very easy tip to try at home: soak the red dates in warm water for about 5 to 10 minutes. Real red dates, when soaked, don't release color. The water stays clear or just lightly yellow. But fake or dyed dates will turn the water a dark red color, sometimes with a floating oily film and a strange smell. Finally, taste them. Real red dates have a mildly chewy texture when bitten, a natural sweetness, and a slightly bitter aftertaste, very pleasant. Fake ones often taste unusually sweet, or bland, or even chalky, with no distinctive aftertaste at all. In addition, pay attention to the packaging. Cheap red dates with no Vietnamese labeling, no clear production location, and no packaging or expiry date should raise a red flag. Authentic red dates typically come with clear labeling, where they were grown, where they were packed, and food safety certifications. And if a bag of red dates remains fragrant for months, doesn't mold or spoil, and every piece looks uniformly red and glossy, that's not natural, dear friends. Real red dates are truly a precious gift. They help improve sleep, nourish the blood, beautify the skin, calm the nerves, and boost immunity. But if we eat fake or chemically soaked dates, we're silently introducing toxins into our bodies every single day. Don't let your calming evening tea become the very thing that makes your body more fatigued. Be mindful, choose wisely, and always put health first. Dear friends, after learning how to tell real dates from fake ones, an equally important question is, where should we buy them for long-term peace of mind? In reality, the market today has hundreds of red date sellers, from local markets, supermarkets, herbal stores, to e-commerce platforms. However, not all of them offer products with clear origins. Let me share a few principles and references to help you easily choose safe, high-quality red dates. First rule: only buy from sources with transparent information. That means the seller must clearly state the growing region, e.g., Xinjiang, China, Korea, or locally in Vietnam, the importer, packaging date, expiration date, and if there's food safety certification, even better. Don't believe bags that are poorly labeled, with just a few marketing phrases like clean product, homemade, or hand-carried goods, but no documentation. Because once a problem arises, you won't be able to trace the origin, and health is not something to gamble on. Second rule: don't be lured by low prices. High-quality red dates, properly dried, chemical-free, naturally preserved in cool storage, simply can't be that cheap. Right now, standard red dates typically cost 180,000 to 250,000 VND per kilogram. Premium, organic certified ones can range from 300,000 to 400,000 VND per kilogram. If you see anywhere selling for just 90,000 to 120,000 VND while advertising Xinjiang Grade 1 Premium Cold Dried, that's a red flag. Cheap prices often mean compromised quality, and that's a timeless lesson in food safety. Third, prioritize buying from clean food stores with reputable brands or large supermarkets with clear quality commitments. If buying online, choose official stores with positive customer feedback, real photos or videos. Some places even offer returns or exchanges if the product is faulty. That's a big plus. Fourth, if you have relatives in traditional medicine or who import organic foods, ask for recommendations to find trustworthy sources. Some small vendors, though not big name, are reputable, sourcing from quality farms and doing honest business for years. As long as they're transparent, not hiding the source, and willing to share their preservation methods, they're worth supporting. Lastly, if it's your first time buying, start small to test it. When the product arrives, apply the inspection methods I mentioned earlier. Look at the color, smell it, feel it, soak it in water, and taste it. If it meets all the natural criteria, shows no signs of chemical processing, then it's safe for long-term use. Dear friends, in a time where anything can be faked, knowing how to choose the right product is a form of responsibility to ourselves and our families. Just a bit more care, a bit more caution, and we can avoid mistakes that could harm our health, even from something as seemingly small as a few red dates in our evening tea. Dear friends, by now, we've likely gone through the full story of a food that seems simple, but hides a darker side behind its shiny red shell. From the wonderful benefits of real red dates, to the silent threat of tons of fake ones being transformed and circulated every day. From the story of Mai becoming healthier thanks to choosing wisely, to Ms. Han falling ill because of the wrong choice, all of it proves one thing. Taking care of our health doesn't lie in complicated things, but in being clear-headed in every small decision each day. No one wants to eat toxic food, but the mistake often lies in not checking carefully, trusting the packaging too much, being too quick to believe low prices or flashy advertisements. And then, what we thought was good turns out to be silently harming our body without us even knowing. Dear friends, red dates are still a precious gift of nature, if they're real. But in a world where fake products can look better than real ones, healthy living isn't just about what we eat. It's about knowing how to tell truth from lies, real from fake. That is exactly why I made this video. Not to scare, not to worry, but to awaken, to remind, and to give you the knowledge to protect yourself and your loved ones proactively. Every cup of tea, every dish in our little kitchen, if chosen correctly, becomes a healing remedy that nourishes our body, all mind, and soul. But if chosen wrongly, then from that very kitchen, toxins will creep into every cell, every breath, every heartbeat of ours each day. So please, don't rush to buy something just because it sounds healthy. Choose wisely, research carefully, and stay alert, because health cannot be replaced with money, and it absolutely cannot be gambled with carelessness. If you found today's video helpful, please leave the number 1 in the comments to let me know we're on the same page. And if the content still feels incomplete, please leave a 0 so I can improve and make the next videos better. Don't forget to subscribe to Chanli's Song so you don't miss future topics, where we'll continue to explore small daily habits that have a big impact on health and quality of life. Wishing you lots of health, peace of mind, and the clarity to live well, starting from the smallest things. See you in the next video.